We have 7 games in the new window that are going to have playoff relevancy. Let's start. We got 3 ranked games, so we'll start with those. We got UCLA, who's 1-3, trailing number 7 Penn State, who is 4-0. Penn State favored by 28 points on Fox. Ethan Garbers for the Bruins gone 67-117, thrown for 808 yards, 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. TJ Harden's had 41 carries for 125 yards and a touchdown on the ground. And Rico Flores Jr.'s had 12 catches for 187 yards and a touchdown. Drew Allar's gone 56-79, thrown for 864 yards, 8 touchdowns, 1 interception. Nicholas Singleton has had 53 carries for 408 yards and 3 touchdowns. And Tyler Warren's had 20 catches for 260 yards and 2 touchdowns. UCLA is 4-2 against Penn State all time. Last game did go to Penn State, though, in 1968. UCLA is 2-1 at Beaver Stadium, traveling to Penn State, and they're 3-1 in one-possession football games. Weirdly enough, again, 4/6 of these games have been tight football games between UCLA and Penn State. To be fair, again, hot second since these two teams have played football against each other. But it's going to happen a lot more now that they're in the same conference. Penn State looked really good against Illinois. Their offense was sporadic at times. Again, they didn't punt a lot, but they had to settle for 2 field goals, both of them that they missed. Again, the game looks a lot different, in my opinion, if it's 27-7 instead of 21-7. I think that's viewed a lot differently. Winning by 20 points as opposed to 14, I think, is a little bit of a bigger win. But again, Penn State's offense was kind of played really well against an Illinois defense that looked pretty good heading into that game. Penn State's defense completely shut Illinois down after that first drive. And that was a pretty good-looking Illinois offense. And honestly, Penn State's looking like one of the more complete teams in the country. Now, again, this was against Illinois. It's going to be a lot more interesting next week when they take on USC. But we'll get there when we get there. UCLA, this is a UCLA team is really bad. I think everyone who's seen UCLA play can know that this team is really bad. This is probably the worst team in the Big Ten. You can make the argument for Purdue, but this is a really, really, really bad football team. Penn State is a really, really good football team. It's really not that much more complex than that. Drew Aller has been cooking early on. Nicholas Singleton's an amazing running back. And you pair him with Katron Allen. Tyler Warren has absolutely popped off as the number 1 receiving option for Penn State. I mean, again, there's just a lot to like about Penn State offensively and defensively, and they'll get their real test next week when they play USC. But that's not going to happen until next week. This is a great get ready for that game. Maybe it's a little bit of a look ahead, but UCLA is not good enough. It really isn't. This is a really bad football team, guys. Give me Penn State to win and cover at home.